Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to learn about preposition and its different types. So, first of all, let us start with its definition. A preposition is a word used to link its object, a noun or a pronoun, with another part of a sentence. The other part of the sentence may be a noun, a verb, or an adjective. Preposition does the work of representing the relationship between a noun and other words of a sentence. But how does a preposition represent this relationship? Let us look into it with an example. The cookies are on the table. The preposition in this sentence is on, and it is representing the relationship between the cookies and the table. So, if someone asks you, where are the cookies? You are going to answer, the cookies are on the table. Here, you are representing the relationship between cookies and the table with the help of preposition on. If we remove the preposition from the sentence, it becomes, the cookies are the table. Here, you are not getting any idea about the place or the location of the cookies. Let us take some more examples to understand about it in depth. In the first example, Jack left his jacket in the car. In this sentence, the preposition in tells us about the place or the location of jacket with respect to the car. The second example, the squirrel played on the branch. Here, on tells us about the place where the squirrel is playing. The bus stopped at the bus stop. So, if someone asks you, where did the bus stop? You are going to answer, the bus stopped at the bus stop. Here, you are using the preposition at to convey the relationship between the bus and the bus stop. Fourth example, Alex hit the baseball over the fence. In this sentence, the preposition over tells us about the direction in which Alex had hit the ball. Without the preposition over, we would not be able to tell about the direction or the motion of the baseball. The ball fell down the stairs. In this sentence, the preposition down, similar to the preposition over in the prior sentence, tells us about the direction in which the ball has fallen. The preposition in the last two examples tell us about the relationship between the noun and the other part of the sentence with respect to time. The sixth example, my birthday is in May, tells us when the birthday is. In the first example, the preposition in told us about the place and the location of the jacket. But in this example, the preposition in is telling us about the time of a particular event. Similarly, in the last example, I will complete this essay on Monday. In this sentence, preposition on tells us about the time when an event will happen. The event here is the completion of an essay. Now that we have gone over all the examples, let us put them according to the types of preposition. In the first three examples, the preposition in, on, and at tell us about the place or location of a certain object with respect to another object. In the next two sentences, the preposition over and down tell us about the direction, the movement of a certain object. Both of these prepositions come under the type preposition of direction. Lastly, the preposition in and on tells us about the relationship between the noun and the other part of the sentence with respect to time. These type of examples of preposition come under the type of preposition of time. Now we will learn about these different types in more detail. As the name suggests, the prepositions of place tell us about the place or location of an object with respect to another. The examples given in the picture are all prepositions of place. Let us go over them one by one. The first example is in front. Here you can see the lion is in front of the bush. Whereas in the second picture, the lion is behind the bush. In the third image, the lion is near the bush. In the fourth picture, the lion is beside the bush. Similarly, in the fifth picture, the lion is between the bushes. In the next one, the lion is on the stump. Lastly, the lion is shown in the pond and out the pond. Some other examples of prepositions of place are far, beyond, close to, against, opposite, and many more. All the words that tell us about the position of one thing compared to another are called prepositions of place. So, there can be many different examples of this type. Now, we will take some examples of sentences in which these prepositions are used. Look at the picture in the book. Here, the preposition in tells us about the location of the picture with respect to the book. He put the key under the doormat. Here, the preposition under tells us about the location of key with respect to the doormat. Lastly, the example look at the picture on the wall tells us about the location of the picture. I hope now everyone is able to understand what the prepositions of place are. Let us continue with the next type, which is prepositions of time. The prepositions of time are prepositions that we use to indicate something's relationship with time. The prepositions in, on, at can be used to convey something's relationship with time. How? Let us look at the examples. We can use the preposition in for conveying things like I want to go for a walk in the morning. So, here in the sentence you are conveying when do you want to go for a walk. The preposition on can be used similarly. I will go on a walk on Wednesday. Shall we go for a walk at night? Here in this sentence, we are using the preposition at to represent the relation of walk with time. Some other examples of prepositions of time are before, after, since, for, till, by, and many more. Now we will look at some sentences based on this type. I have a meeting at 10 am. So, when do I have a meeting? At 10 am. Her birthday is on 17th November. In the evenings, I like to relax. You can see how the prepositions of time, at, on, and in are working in these sentences and telling us about the relationship of something with time. Lastly, we are going to look at the type Prepositions of direction. Prepositions of direction tell how something moves in relation to another thing. Prepositions of place tell where something is, and prepositions of direction tell how something is moving. The prepositions shown in the picture are all the prepositions of direction. Words like of, around, into, through tell us about the movement of something with respect to another. The other examples of this type are over, away. Some of these examples are the same as the prepositions of place because in some sentences they tell us about how something is moving in relation to another thing. Let us see how these prepositions are used in sentences. First example, don't jump off that wall. Second example, I hung the poster below the mirror. Third example, the girl was sitting among her friends. Here, the prepositions of, below, and among tell us about the movement of things with respect to another thing. Some other examples of this type of prepositions can be I threw a ball over the almirah, or I threw the garbage into the dustbin. With this, we come to the end of our video. I hope by watching this video, now you are able to understand more about prepositions. Thank you so much for watching.